good yet? Try not to run over anyone. Try not to run over anyone. We good? We're live? Look at that. We're live. We're live. Large and uncharged. So, here's the thing. Welcome, person, human being, likely, not robot. I mean, more than likely, you're not a robot. It stands to reason. I don't know. All right. Got a comment yet? Nope. Just you hanging out. Well, hello, Fritz. Welcome. Glad you're here. And nothing is consistent. It looks really weird. Just lack of consistency. So there is a chance that my schedule's going to change again. See, I started this job Monday through Friday, just last July. Monday through Friday, 2 to 10. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. And then I was on a team Tuesday through Saturday, or 9:30 to 6, and then 8 to 4:30 on Saturdays. And now my current schedule is Monday through Friday, again, back to Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. And now they want us to be one or the other, and we have to share a desk with another person. It's called hot seating. And it would be 5 a.m. to 1:30 or 2 p.m. to 10:30. This only happens to contractors and the lowest level employees. So don't let them tell you banker's hours, because yeah, sometimes. Why is somebody? Let me go one little notch up. 72 is pretty cool. So they're wanting to change the schedule again, and it's about to get sandwiched by dump trucks. Made me feel uncomfortable, because the last thing I want to be sandwiched by is dump trucks. I don't want anything to do with any dumping. I don't want to have anything to do with it. People flicking each other off, road rage. A little girl in a Honda CRV and a dude in an F-350, and he's flicking her off, and she's trying to run him off the road. And people are insane. Warning, stay back. How many feet? Let me see how close I can get. Does that say 300 feet? You got to be 40 feet to read the... You know why I need to stay back from this dump truck? Besides the fact that it has dump in the name, is because its back tires are doing this. They're super loose. It's very nerve-wracking. Here I go, loop-de-doo. I'm going around this crazy dump truck. Say no to dumping. Say no to pumping. Set 300 feet. Whatever. Tighten your wheels up. So they're trying to change my schedule, and they're asking for our input and our preferences. I replied, I'm strongly opposed to the change. However, I am extremely preferenced towards the morning shift because 2 to 10:30 was pretty terrible. It really was. It's not good. It's not good. Pros and cons, but coming home after everybody's been asleep for hours, not my, I'd rather leave before everybody wakes up than come home after they've all gone to sleep. That's my preference. It makes a big difference. It's pretty much what I've already been doing, and just be getting home a lot earlier. So I've already been going in super early. Anyway. They're trying to make me praise the Lord. That's what they're trying to make me do. The job application denial letters are rolling in slowly but surely. Well, by the way, we had an excellent response to this position, and you were not selected. Good luck in your endeavors. I really appreciate how they write their rejection letter. There are some rejection letters that just irritate me to no end. Just say you weren't selected. We're just not letting you hang. We're not leaving you hanging. Better luck next time. That's fine. It's the way it should be. It's when they do all this niceties nonsense. Oh, we regret to inform you, blah, 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 no. And, all of this and this and that. Nope. Just say nope. Didn't happen. That's a big one. Scrapmaster. That's a big vehicle. Really close to the bridge. You ever look at the amount of clearance that these tall trucks have to the bridges? Very minimal. Very minimal clearance. So what's going on? We got 4 folks here and 3 thumbs ups. Welcome. Hello. How are you? Have you been all right? Well, that looks awkward. That looks awkward for sure. Texas license plate says KXX. And a little double take on that one. Like, what is this Texan doing? It's all good. What his fault? What is that noise? There's like this small little ticking sound, like the sound that your tires make when they're full of mud and they're slinging bits of dried mud against the undercarriage. All right. Apparently everything's fine. I think it's this plastic bag next to me. So the last time I had a mysterious noise in my car, it happened to be my laptop, the fan. Keep my hand on the laptop, see if I can feel any sensations with that noise. It's a weird, subtle sound. I don't know what it is. It's not got a pattern, not any apparent pattern to it. M and J's Mobile Headlamp Restoration, running out of a van down by the river, and they apparently repair headlights. That's excellent. I mean, the thing is, Pop-A-Lock, they charge a lot of money, but if you could do that for $40 and advertise properly, and then hook up. See, the thing about a mobile business like that is you want to hook up with big industrial complexes, where like the company I work for, where you have a parking lot of just oodles and oodles and oodles of people, and you would situate your website. See, I'm giving you ideas right here. Listen, take notes, guys. It's another one of my. This is more of my business advice. Don't think I don't know what I'm talking about just because I've had some losses. It's all about the W's. But listen, I'm being dead serious when I say this. You situate yourself with your business. You hook your website up with the ability for people to leave testimonials, like Google reviews, but on your own website. You just use one of those Wix apps or something, okay? And then you run a campaign with a local business that has a couple hundred employees. And you say, typically we charge $65, but because of your fantastic reputation in this town, so on and so on, we'd like to offer to your employees a service for $35. That's a savings of $30 in case you didn't want to do the math. And I'm being a little facetious in my wording here, but you get the point. We'd like to offer this service for $35. That's a bargain. The kits are much more laborious and expensive, and they don't work. They don't last. Our service, you're going to notice the results. It's not going to fade away in a week. Our results last as long as if it had been the original headlight. We do a spectacular job. And we're awesome. We're literally awesome. People will walk out to their cars, look at their headlights, and go, "I don't understand. I thought I asked them to clean my headlights, not replace them." That's what they will say to themselves, because we are that amazing. We know what we're doing, and we're even bonded, so we're good to go. And we'd like to offer this service to your people. And there you go. And then you hook it up, and like 10 people say yes out of 200, right? The turnover, the conversion rate is always going to be really sad and dismal. But what you do is you get those 10 people wowed, and you throw a little thing in their windshield wiper. Hey, check us out on the gram and Twitter and our website, and please, for the love of God and all that is holy, leave a review and let people know. It doesn't take long to ask you any questions. We simply want a star level and some words. It can be anonymous, or you can put your name. It doesn't matter. Just please say something. That's what you put on the little flyer on their car. People be like, "Yeah, I'm wild. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'll do it right now." Yeah, you can do it even right now. You can even do it right now from your phone. I'll do it right now. I'm going to do that right now. This is great. This is great. I paid $35. That would have cost me $250 to replace those headlights. They look brand new. This is awesome. And then you're building your business, your reputation. And then you say to the bigger companies, say, "Check this out. We've been highly successful in extreme customer satisfaction. People are literally dumbfounded to see the results of what we're capable of. And we're not intrusive. We don't need anybody's keys. We just do the job, and we don't leave a scratch, except a couple trillion tiny scratches that eliminates the horrifying
rendered nearly useless headlights that most people have, we scratch it into perfection because we're awesome like that. And yet, this is you can use this elsewhere. It doesn't just have to be the headlight business, right? This is universal. It's good information for all of you entrepreneurs out there. And they do it, and then they contact the next company and the next company, and then they have a thriving business. And the more large corporations that they're able to hit up, even on a regular basis, first they got 10% conversion, then they got 12% conversion. Eventually, there's turnover. It wouldn't be 10; it'd be more like 0.03% conversion rate, and then 0.05. Slowly but surely, you just add together. They got people turning over all the time, people who didn't show up for work that day. And then you move on. Eventually, you saturate the market and you got to do something else. But people get new cars, new used cars. So it's pretty good business. But when you're doing one parking lot, guys, you kidding me? Boom, 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 boom. Your main expense is travel in a business like that. It's excellent. So recently there was this ad that went out, this mobile hair cutting business that was like, hey, they park it up like a food truck. You set up an appointment, you go get your hair cut, and you're done. You can just do it on your lunch break, I guess. And so that happened. But the whole mobile services business to large corporations with hundreds of cars in their parking lot, whether or not it's cleaning the cars or mobile oil changes, obviously there's some logistical issues there that could make things a little bit more difficult. But mobile oil changes would be awesome. Just great, really. Because there's a lot of people that are like, I need to do an oil change. I just don't have time. I don't feel like taking 4 hours off of work just to go get my oil change. And that's why there's quick lubes and all that. But mobile oil change, that's a way to get leads right there for repairs, all that good stuff. So anyway, just daydreaming, guys. I'm just daydreaming ideas and entrepreneurial tips. You're welcome. Also, they want to change my schedule again. I just figure I'll keep on telling you that until it sinks in for me. They want me to not work the same schedule anymore. And it's not personal. It's the whole team. They're like, hey, this hot seating thing where people have to share a chair, one person in the morning and one person in the evening, and that means you have to change your settings for your chair and the brightness settings on your computer, and you have to protect the stuff in your drawers differently, and you can't leave your pictures out and all that because you're sharing, and you have to wipe down your desk every single day. You have to touch those nasty antibiotic stupid wipes every single day, or you're looked at as a evil person because you're trying to get somebody else sick. But they never do it, but you have to do it because you're obligated. Oh yeah, hot seating is great. Do you know why it's great? Because it's a 2-for-1 special. 2 employees, 1 desk. Who saves money there? Oh wait, what else? The productivity of the organization goes up. Well, that's amazing because you got somebody that's running a 2 to 10 shift. They're not running at 100% because that's not what we were designed for, to work after the sun goes down. And then same thing with the 5 to 1:30 guys. Half of their shift is jacked up. They're trying to figure out which direction is up for 3 or 4 hours. Oh yeah, hot seating is great. Meanwhile, I apply for jobs that literally say 8 to 4:30, 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 Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. This job is the cherry, the carrot we will hold in front of your face. Sound extra bitter today there, gospel bearer. Not bitter. Not bitter. I will admit I'm impatient. I'm not bitter. I'm frustrated. So this is the conversation I had with my wife. I just forgot what yesterday was in French. Well, I didn't just forget. It's just not been at the top of my mind anyway. Aujourd'hui is today. Demain is tomorrow. Aujourd'hui. I don't know. I don't know what yesterday was. For some reason, it's not in my memory bank. It's not there. Not easily found. File not found. Error. File not found. I'm not a robot, guys. I have bored you guys to tears with my incredible entrepreneurial advice down to one person. And that one person will probably become a millionaire. It's likely. Not guaranteed, but likely. So good for you. You get it. Everybody else is gone. And it is what it is. So I was having this conversation. I was like, listen, why is it that I feel like nobody gets it? I get to be made feel like I'm the class clown. Why is it that it feels as though nobody gets it? Everybody's like really sold out on the system. Oh, I guess that's just what you gotta do. You just gotta do that thing. Like, no, you don't have to do that thing, and you don't have to do all things, and you definitely don't have to bow. And that's the main thing. Lots of people bowing prematurely, right? You got to bow for the right one. That would be Jesus. Saw a little bit more madness in another live stream today. More madness in this group chat thing that was going on. So many people out there that are false teachers, guys. I'll tell you what, the popular ones are typically the ones that you want to be the most cautious. That's why I love to find the YouTube videos where it's like there's 350 views and they have like 17 subscribers. Like, oh, okay. See what you have to say there, bud. And I'm watching them like, this is excellent. This is great. Good job. Truth. It's not very popular, is it? You end up making a lot of enemies with the truth. I'm okay with that. You also don't have a lot of friends. You can speak the truth and have a lot of friends. Yeah? No, I think the truth makes enemies. But for the ones that are friends, those are real friends.
For the ones that can bear one another, stand with one another, and lift one another up, speak the truth to each other, all of that. Those are folks that get it. Big time. Big time. So we're at 3. We're at 3. YouTube was just trying to pretend to discourage me. Except YouTube doesn't pretend. They're serious. State officer. All right, Ossifer. What do you know? There's a conversion. I really, really would love the opportunity to do so many different things. I want a backhoe and to build an underground home. A lot of the materials that I want to use are expensive. Like, what is this? There's this company. There's this company that makes all these different water mitigation sheets. They're not nanotube, but they're designed in such a way that it mitigates the water. And I can't remember what the name of the company is, but they have a branch in Asheville, near Candler, near the old watchtower. I can't remember the name of the company, but they have a small warehouse or something or other over there that kind of fascinated me. But there's this water mitigation product that I would want to use. Aerogel, the insulation. I would want to use that. I don't the whole pyro versus there's pyro aerogel, and then there's the frozen one. I can't remember what word they use. It's not frigid. But what's going on in chat? What do we got going on? We had Fritz, we had Roxy, we had Reserve Name, we had Larry King. Cheapest way to buy pistachios is in the shell, bro. In the shell. No, I only went to Waffle House that one time, actually. Yeah, crazy stuff happens. Best answers, welcome. Let's see. Reserve Name Bear. And then Intoxicating Masculinity. I like the pepper cigarette ash. That's sounds like a fun game. Matthew, welcome. And anti-school. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. Yeah. We do need to call out false teachers. Very important. It really is. West Side Bear, welcome. And Cryogel. Cryo for the aerogel. Maybe. Aerogel is this insulating product that's been used by NASA, but it has become mainstream, and you can blow a torch on one side and put your hand on the other, and it won't burn you. It's extremely, extremely flame retardant and or proof. I don't know if it's completely flame proof, but close to it. So it's basically the upgrade from spray foam insulation, which I've heard that spray foam insulation has a little bit of off-gassing situation going on. Highly not healthy, especially if you were be doing a tiny home. So anyway, I really do want to build my own home, earthen home, and a mobile home. I would love to build a mobile home framed inside of probably a reefer truck if I could. Taking a right here was a really bad decision, but it requires, it's a specific, I'm doing this on purpose. I'm picking up lots of garlic tonight, and I'm going to stew up some spaghetti sauce from scratch, actual tomatoes, tomato sauce, and all that stuff. And I'm going to make me some real spaghetti sauce. Got it, sauce, garlic, lots of garlic, and bay leaves and oregano. I'm going to throw some real oregano in there, and the bay leaves go in early. And you count them, and you take them out. Count. You have to remember how many you put in there. And then oregano towards the end, towards like the 75% mark. And then what else? The garlic you throw as early as you can. And then tomatoes. Supposedly tomatoes get healthier the more processed they are. The more you cook them, the more they unfold their nutrients and all that good stuff. I don't know how that works exactly. It's one of the few foods that operates in that way. Usually the less processed, the better. But with tomatoes, it's the opposite, supposedly. But what video was crazy? I don't know. What video was crazy? I don't understand. We had 7 thumbs up. You know, people just like to come by, say, hey, what's up? Thumbs up. Check you later. I didn't grab your attention, or you had something else to do and you were just showing your support. That's fine. Thank you. It's kindness. Appreciate it. You may or may not have been aware that I have started a Patreon. Today is literally your last day to be a legacy member of Patreon. So you have like 6 hours, 6.5, you have whatever number of hours left. Or 5 hours. I mean, I don't know. Depends on what time zone they're in, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what video you guys were talking about. You is kind. You is smart. You is important. That's what's on the back of the vehicle that's in front of me. You is kind. You is smart. You is important. You sure is. Sure is. What is English going to sound like in 500 years, guys? I mean, you have to think about how much change. What are you doing? To what benefit is that going to give you? And you're like blocking. Did you change your mind? Oh, you didn't realize that it said merge? You didn't know that? You didn't know that it was like a single lane and you couldn't really go around the traffic? Thought all these people were sitting in traffic for no reason at all. Yeah, it's amazing when people are like, I thought I was smarter than everybody else. Oh, you can't do that. That's amazing. That's amazing. It'd be cool to learn how to make barrels. That would be a fun activity to learn to do. Wouldn't mind doing that. Faux show. Could you imagine cutting oak? Or just taking good old aged oak boards and making your own oak barrel. It would be pretty cool. It would be. Totally making your own. Alrighty there. What a brave person to be riding a bicycle on a road like this. Whenever I see this much traffic and all that, I'm always like, why would you do that? Why would you want to do that? Kind of insane. So, two things, guys. I don't know if you were here for the part of me saying all the stuff I was saying, but one thing is my work is trying to update our schedule. They're taking they're taking a poll for what our preference would be if our team transitioned from having one shift to two shifts. And that two shifts would be 5 a.m. to 1:30 and 2 p.m. to 10:30. And we would be sharing a desk with another person. And that's how they call it hot seating, and that's how they make desks out of nowhere. Let's say if your team is 16. Well, all of a sudden that they're taking up 16 desks. What if you need 8 seats? Well, you turn that team of 16 into 2 teams of 8. One in the morning, one in the evening. And now you have 8 free desks that are completely untouched because you just stack them. Yeah. Good old hot seating. Oh, that's an amazing tree. That is beautiful. That is just stupendous. I just saw a tree that made me excited about life. It had so many branches and old. It was just so old. I really enjoy seeing old trees, like, 150, 200 years. Old trees. I'm always like, yes, somebody got it. Don't destroy everything, guys. Don't destroy everything. I know you got to cut down stuff and have dominion and all that. I get it. But on the other hand, don't destroy everything that's aged. Not everything becomes obsolete. Obsolete. You are obsolete. It's a Twilight Zone episode if you don't know what I'm talking about. The Obsolete Man, I think, was the title. All right, what's going on? Uploaded video of a hangout that was on YouTube where someone said they hoped his rather than to be born to him. It was awful. Yeah, that is awful. Okay. Yeah, Florida does have lots of old trees. Full show. So, you get used to one schedule. Well, let me see how I can make this work. And then, hey, here we go. And it hasn't happened yet, but the suggestion is pretty. Every other time that there's been a, hey, what do you think about this? Yeah, it ends up happening. And it might not. Whatever. It doesn't need to matter. I'm very, very particular when I say that. It doesn't need to matter. It matters. It's annoying and frustrating. But it doesn't need to matter because I need to be on a different team where I'm getting appropriate work for my skill set. That's what needs to happen. Where this would be completely not relevant, aka somebody else's problem. And it's fine. You work the job you signed up for, except for when you're a contractor, in which case you work the job that they tell you to work. And that's how contractor land works. When you're a contractor, you just do what you're told, and you're not like, well, this isn't what I signed up for. Ironically, because, the word contract is in contractor, and you would think that there'd be like an agreed upon thing. But nope, that's not how contractor works. Contractor is disposable. We can cut you loose anytime if we need to. That's why you are what you are. And we appreciate you. Here's a chocolate bar. You've been doing great. Oh gosh. Here's a piece of candy. You've been doing great. People are dying to get a promotion, literally dying. And listen, here's a bag of Skittles. We appreciate you. Keep up the good work. Your time will come someday. Hey, hey, listen. We really care. We bought you a sandwich. We bought you a 6-inch sandwich from Panera. We care. Here's some soup and a sandwich. And we just wanted to show you how much we care about you, how great you've been doing. You're really remarkable and amazing. And we appreciate it. Here's a sandwich and a bag of Skittles and a cookie and some sweet tea if you want that too. Thank you. It's a little funny, guys. Oh, is this not where it is? Because I thought it was here though. Please tell me it's there though. It is there. Good. So anyway. It is what it is, yo. What it is, yo. What it is, yo. You got to live through the 90s to know what that's all about. It's all good. You don't have to live through the 90s. I mean, if you were young in the 90s, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. It's not worth knowing what I'm talking about. It really isn't. It's just songs come to my brain sometimes. It just happens, and it's okay. I try to rid my brain of these memories, but, you know, they sneak back in every now and then. All right, I am going to cut this short. Got some errands to run here, garlic and tomato and all that good stuff to help my family get over this nonsense sickness. And it is what it is. She weeps. That's my wife, guys. It's my wife. And my son is watching the stream. So Daddy says she has now revealed one of my child's names. But that's okay. It's secret, not secret. But, you know, it's all good. But my son, you better listen to your mommy. That's what I have to say about that. And I'm going to go get garlic so that we can make really good spaghetti sauce or whatever, just red sauce that can go over anything. It doesn't have to be spaghetti. But good garlicky, bay leaves, oregano, real tomatoes, the good stuff. The good stuff. Yeah. So. It is right. Yeah, intoxicating masculinity. Need a job as a counselor somewhere. I did that for a whole year, and it was good, and I did good. And those kids thrived. A lot of them had great improvement in their grades, and they're, you know, they did better. They thrived. They went from to basically, we're gonna turn these kids into emojis. They went from the girl from The Incredibles with the face covered to, you know, hair out of the face. I mean, it did good work. And then they stole my money. Not the kids. Kids didn't steal my money. The government, Guberment. The government. The government stole my monies. It's a long story I've told too many times. Too many times. But it's a good story to know. It is a story worth knowing. It's not completely fruitless. Let me go take care of business. Go handle my business. It's not business. Don't say business. It's business with a bus at the beginning. Bus-I-ness. English is so weird, y'all. Anarcho-capitalist podcast. That is some complicated language. Have a good one. Read your Bible. And if you're living at home, you better listen to your parents or be paying rent.